What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the others chart today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'd like to just get into this and make this video brief as possible, right? If we take the relative high that we had here in December 7th, to the relative low, first off, I think it's abundantly clear that we are breaking out of this downtrend, right? If you see the highs, you just draw an imaginary line with your eyes. You can see we have broken out of this, right, downtrend with the past 2 or 3 days worth of price action. Okay, so being here on the fibs from a high to a low, we're right at the golden ratio. I would dare say that this could be considered our second attempt here. Ideally, you would break through this, and with the kind of significance you've shown so far, what I would expect is to move up to the 786 886 area. And not only would that make sense on a fib perspective, but also on a price perspective as well. Previous areas of resistance there and previous areas of support from the top 2 days that we had there. So probably a move up to the 786 886. What does that mean for the average coin? Well, at the time of making this video, which, you know, I don't know what it's 11:13 Mountain Time right now, but it's at $377 billion on this, the Saturday, the 4th of January, right? 17 hours, 46 minutes left in the day. From this reading here, the average coin likely sees anywhere from about just under a 9% pump to just under a 14% pump. So let's just say 9 to 14% move. Probably over the coming days, probably by the end of this next week, if not earlier, right? By the end of this next week. This week ends tomorrow, Sunday. Not by the end of Sunday. It could be by tomorrow. It's possible. But I would think maybe more so early next week, middle of next week, late next week, we could be up in this area. The average coin probably pumps anywhere from like 8.5% to about 13.8%, something like that, over the next, let's just say 10 days. Okay. If your coin pumps more than that over the next 10 days, good job. You've got an above average performer. If your coin pumps less than that over the next 10 days, maybe it might be time to look somewhere else because you've got a below average performer. If it's performing right on schedule, right as predicted, right in that range, then good job. You've probably got a winner there too as well, right? Being average is not a bad thing. The best coins, the best performing coins will at times move in average to the rest of the market, right? And then they'll exceed. Sometimes they even move less than average. So if you have a coin that does move less than average, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a loser, but you should probably look at it. Is it underperforming the market because it just went on an immaculate pump before the rest of the market did? So the rest of the market's really catching up while this thing's underperforming. It's just taking a breath while the rest of the market's catching up. Or has it been underperforming the market the whole time? And this is just another example of that. You know, maybe it's time to move on with that kind of look, but not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Again, I'm just kind of trying to offer a perspective here based off of what we can expect to see on the others chart here. We did show some pretty good respect at the 618 area, came down, not so much respect at the 382. It's kind of weird nonetheless. I would definitely expect that the next resistance area is somewhere in the 786, 886 area, which again gives us an 8.8 to a 13.8% range. Again, with the idea too that you could even go a little bit outside of this range, right? So it's not the most precise kind of predictions, but I do like that 786, 886 range for two reasons. It is the next expected area based on the fibs itself, and then also taking it back over here, our tips, the wicks, the resistance points right here before we went down, that was all at the 786 to the 886 area. So it makes sense that we'd probably do that. Anyways, guys, that's all I got. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.